Dum, 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 dum. I keep stopping to look at the art. Of course, we are supported by the Wallace Trust, so it's lovely to be here. This is quite lovely because I haven't introduced myself and talked to you yet at all. So, Lexie, hi, it's nice to meet you.
Certain feeling I notice every time you smile.
I've done a lot of Shakespeare in the past, but I've never worked with Grae, and I was really looking forward to, at some point to do something other than review his plays, but also to work with Jenny Freed and Catherine Kennard, who I'm a fan of their work as well. So when Grae contacted me and said, "How's your medieval French?" Very enigmatically, I had no idea what he was talking about, but I said, "Great," because actors do. They always lie about whether they can ride a horse or stand upside down on a motorbike or something like that. We all lie about it. So, I said yes, it was fine. I've never done Henry V before, and it's a real privilege to be part of this show, which has performs at 3 venues in the pop-up Globe, which is really exciting. But also at the Featurette, at the Pumphouse Theatre, and here at the Homestead, where I've seen quite a lot of shows here, but once again, never been in one. I'm transgender, and I haven't been in a play since I came out, basically. That was 20 years ago. I've directed a couple, but my career, 35 years of never being out of work, somebody was constantly out of work. So now I work as an academic at Auckland University of Technology. I lead the event management undergraduate and postgraduate programs there.
That is really quite marvellous, and a bit of a comeback. So you were acting before you came out?
Yes, yeah, that was my job.
Yeah.
I did for
How long ago was that?
I trained at Theatre Corporate under Raymond Hawthorne from 1975 until I left Theatre Corporate in 1979, and since then I was a jobbing actor in film and television, ran my own company, directed, wrote all the things that you do as an actor to keep body and soul together, and a lot of television, a lot of film, a lot of voice work, never unemployed, and suddenly, bingo, unemployed, unemployable in fact. So to get the call from Grae in an all-women production, to have a transgender element to that is exciting and courageous on his part, and I couldn't be happier.
You've seen some of the plays here because you've seen Jennifer and Catherine and other shows and other people, obviously. And so
it's different here too, because the performances happen on the lawn, and the audience sits on the balcony and in front, and they can dine, and it's quite a wonderful alfresco sort of experience coming here to see a play.
But not in the round?
No, not at all. And of course the Globe's going to be different, and in this situation, and at the Pumphouse, the auditorium's slightly raked, and the audience is sitting above you effectively, but in the Globe, some are sitting above you, and some of the groundlings are of course down on the ground. So.
Yeah. And so this is, we're going to be, as we discussed the other day, a little bit like a small touring company going from different space to different space. We're going to have to be very adaptable. But I'm new to this Grae Burton process, and it seems like being adaptable is part of the requirement, part of the style decision.
One of the joys of working with Grae so far, and I don't imagine it will change, is that he invites and challenges and expects input from actors, so that you have a lot of control over shaping your own performance within what appears to be quite a generic concept. So it's basically, what can you bring and what can you put on the table? Well, doing the music tonight, it was okay, who can turn up from the cast, who's available with a percussive instrument or some sort of instrument, and will do the percussion and do the music for the show. And the whole thing seems to be like that, which I adore. I adore that input that you can have creatively as a performer, which in some theatre situations you don't. You turn up, you wear the costume you're told to wear, you stand where you're told to stand, say the line how you're told to stand, say it. And you can do that, and it's part of the craft to be able to be that flexible. But I prefer to work this way. I really like it, and this cast is to die for.
More love than I feel would surely be surreal. More love than I feel would surely be surreal. More love than I feel would surely be surreal. More love.